Which marker do you use?
Over on the ambulance board. Just grab the green one or the black one.
Hey, you know, my spelling is not perfect either.
Where was that one?
Okay, so those are the results.
I gave you this. I know. I'll let them know the results for them.
I don't think I meet the qualification.
Huh?
I don't think I meet the qualification.
You can fire one, don't you? Yeah, you meet the qualifications, you can fire two.
Part of the works with people.
75% of tenure. Just like that.
Right. Thanks, guys. Did you want to share the results?
The secretary does that. So for chief, John got 5, Roger got 2. For captain, Jay got 7, Jeff got 1, Ken had 8 for his first lieutenant. And then for second lieutenant, Jeff got 1, and John got 6.
You can write that up and give it to the selectmen. See what they have to say.
So we do it again next month.
Well, since they have the roster of all their members, and they object to that, they can suggest who they want.
All right, Dave, we're going to begin next month again.
Yep.
Because I know. So I really don't care.
You're still chief.
But again, they can, instead of pointing fingers and being that lovely boss that likes to raise up from the Eiffel Tower, they can get down in the trenches and say who they think they should be officers and run the department. Because it's going to be the same problem that you had. Oh, well, we don't like this person. Okay. What's your solution? Non-certified? Great. The state might not like that. Your insurance might not like that.
Don't mean nothing. I'm with you.
Should we bother with
Until we get an
nominating, or
accident.
wait until we get a response from, or not nominating, appointments, or should we wait until the selectmen?
Well, we elected, so this goes in front
Yeah,
of
but
us.
there's appointments, though. Do we want to skip appointments until next time, until we know for sure that this is what they've accepted, or do you want to do them now?
They don't reject it, so just
send it to where it is.
let them show their hand.
Yep. Give them enough rope so they can hang.
And Leaf, I would say if they object to you as a board object to whatever, come back with your recommendations.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. And I also recommend that all three show up at the next meeting,
Yep.
because it's unfair for you, because yes, Lee, you were a very good advocate of what we put forward, and I thank you for that. And I also feel bad that you are kind of getting the brunt of it because you're here.
Oh, I think you've been taking place the last 2 meetings, so. Did pretty good.
But I'm just saying, like, if they have a problem with it, they need to come. Or if there's one member that has a strong opposition for it, they need to come.
They operate as a board.
I don't believe we can all show up at the same time.
Yeah,
No, but
Then two.
We can't make decisions.
Yeah, they would have to warrant it,
Yep.
you know.
But
But that's okay, it's done.
you only have one. I tried to think earlier, this didn't work.
We don't get any for having a legal meeting.
Exactly.
the one by phone, or does that not count?
No,
Yeah, so-
You would just have to post that they're all gonna be here.
Has it ever been discerned, are we subject to 911?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing,
Previous ambulance management is included in that.
this is essentially a staff meeting. Staff meetings, you don't have to have minutes. I mean, this is the chief's meeting.
Therefore, the public's not necessarily welcome.
Technically not, but whatever.
Although we do welcome the public to
Still
come.
technically, town entity.
yeah, it's a town entity.
So we can't turn around the public from coming in. Same thing with the ambulance. The only thing the ambulance does is if we talk about HIPAA stuff, we can ask people to leave.
So I can show up at the highway shed at 7 AM and sit in on your little morning.
If you want to.
Unless you're discussing personnel or confidential stuff, yes. That's, I believe, we're getting recorded.
Well, that's why I believe that we don't need to be recorded, because I don't think we follow up your subject matter.
It's not a matter of need, are you requesting that the stuff be recorded?
I have no standing in it. That's going to be leadership.
I think what we've discussed, I think it's very beneficial to have it recorded.
Yep.
We're talking about election of officers, that the select board had a problem with one of them, and publicly discussed that.
So you're going to invite another cadre into micromanage.
I think the public has a right to know about officers and us being managed. Do I think it should happen all the time? No. Was I offended that I saw that? Yes. But since we're discussing select board, that, you know, publicly talked about our
So you want to
personnel.
broadcast your opinion. Okay.
It's no different than what the Charlestown chief did with a letter that he made public.
This isn't Charleston.
No, it's not, but it's still New Hampshire. And it's still a fire department. And it's still an outside source trying to micromanage our department. And I believe it has been recorded in the past, because I have seen older cameras being recorded. I believe Paul in the past recorded.
I remember, right? It was under one.
There was a couch, I saw one, it was
There
on
used to be a
YouTube.
coach in there too.
Right, but there was a gray couch.
I know they did, it was a town meeting, that was recorded,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
no,
it
this
comes
was like
from.
either an ambulance meeting or a
On there.
fire department meeting.
Just one, we haven't adjourned yet, just one last thing. What was the Tyler list? Was somebody gonna send the selectmen the list?
Yeah.
A list of all equipment
Or is it the air flag,
that he
flag card,
has, and with cost.
So,
what cost?
just circle back, are we doing anything with the
Those are
both of these?
The
Okay.
minutes, or
The rules and regulations and the bylaws?
so will we just discuss them next time, or are we voting on them next time? Or I guess it'll be whatever happens. So we could do, so we'll discuss them and we could vote on them.
Does that sound good, Jay, to review these for the month, to vote next month?
It's a more elaborate discussion than just voting in mass. I think it's going to be lots of corrections and additions and things, so
Okay.
I don't see it getting fixed in one meeting.
This needs to be hashed out. I mean, in the end, because these are bylaws, we all have to, have a vote on it.
So then bring them to the next meeting to discuss?
Yeah, I mean, forward any changes to Diane, I would say, because she's doing,
I'm just typing,
she's typing, so she'll,
or, the Rogers email is fine. Our Prentice email is fine, but everybody's in that group anyway, so.
it's,
Okay, I'll just put that, we'll discuss it again next time after members have had a chance to review. Anything else, or should we adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?